9-year-old Aidan will never forget the horrors he witnessed in Syria. But those psychological scars are being compounded by the misery of life as a refugee in Lebanon.
Other children talk to me in a very bad way, using bad words. They point at me and call me a Syrian dog, telling me that we are exploding their country. They accuse us of causing bombs.
Aid agency Save the Children is warning that a catastrophic number of Syrian children are bearing the mental scars of war and displacement and are left untreated. Caroline Anning, who works for the charity, spoke to VOA via Skype from Lebanon.
I spoke to a child yesterday, a 6-year-old girl, who'd lost her eye in an explosion in an airstrike in Homs on her house, and she'd seen her younger brother torn to pieces in front of her. And children are very resilient, but those kind of things are incredibly difficult to get past, and particularly without expert help and psychological care.
That expert care is being provided by some groups like Save the Children, who run this so-called child-friendly space in the Lebanese city of Tripoli. But aid workers say they desperately need more resources and funding.
Leaving a child untreated can lead to very negative impact later on in adulthood. For example, they can become very aggressive later on, and there's also a very deep emotional impact that can occur, which can lead to, for example, depression, anxiety problems, even phobia, which can be very difficult to treat later on.
The statistics are striking. In a refugee camp in the Kurdistan region of Iraq, 1 in 10 children has lost at least one parent. An estimated 200,000 Syrian refugee children are growing up with no form of education. Rates of early marriage for girls are soaring.
There's 2 million Syrian refugee children. And at the moment, the funding for child protection, which is what this sort of thing, this kind of help comes under, is only 26% funded.
Anning says a whole generation of Syrian children is being scarred by the horrors of war, and intervention is needed fast. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, London.